Hi. The Software Engineering Institute, affectionately known as the SEI, announced today that the CMMI and the People CMM will no longer be part of the SEI's research program. That has the potential to be a very good thing. You see, SEI is a federally funded research and development center, and its primary sponsor is the Department of Defense of the United States. As the Department of Defense being the sponsor, many of the decisions about CMMI and appraisals and a lot of the things that people come to understand today as CMMI and appraisals are really a function of the preferences of the sponsor, meaning the Department of Defense. The SEI will be transitioning CMMI from being a research program into a fully commercial program in a separate business unit of Carnegie Mellon University. Carnegie Mellon has a lot of experience in transitioning and spinning out lots of technologies that it has created into the commercial world. So the experience with Carnegie Mellon University and reducing the, let's call it, shackles of the DoD's preferences has the potential to make CMMI what people have wanted it to be for a long time. Better appraisals, better appraisal processes, better credentials, better people, a better pricing structure for everyone involved. In fact, there are opportunities for doing things with CMMI that were never possible before are now finally open to all of us. I believe that this has a positive potential, a really great opportunity to do things with CMMI that we've all been scrambling for and screaming for more than 2 decades. Well, it was CMM 2 decades ago, but you know what I mean. So, but if you see announcements and information that the DoD is no longer supporting CMMI, that's a good thing. And if you really want to know some background about it, the truth is that the Department of Defense hasn't been funding CMMI for several years, and for several years before that, they actually haven't been mandating CMMI appraisal results for doing business with the DoD. It's been more of an option as opposed to a requirement. So really, from a business perspective, not a lot's changed for CMMI, only now when it's not encumbered by the restrictions on a research and development center, CMMI can become a much more commercially relevant body of work and knowledge and maybe even certification going forward. So if you see the news, that's what's going on, and now we can start really taking in a lot of the requests and information. Personally, I have really great hopes for what this means because Carnegie Mellon has a pretty good track record of taking things from the research world and turning them into commercially viable institutions. So with that, I wanted to provide some context. Free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we're free at last. The DoD will no longer control CMMI or its destiny. Let's all be thankful for that and have a great summer. Bye.